Hi, I'm Fo, and this is my story.
Hello, my name is Paul Arcama. I'm a photographer who specializes in portraits and documentary. I'm also an aspiring filmmaker. Siguro same sa lahat. Simula ko when I was a kid. We all had this spark of creativeness. Pero if we're gonna talk about my artistic career, it started when my mom gave me a camera as a graduation gift when I finished high school. I started shooting every day. I enjoyed it. I even enjoyed my first competition, yung first photo contest ko, which was during the Dia de Roseler Tilin back in 2015. I was happy kasi I was able to be one of the top 5 finalists. It was a validation na may potential pala talaga ako sa arts. During my freshman year, I applied as a photojournalist sa the University Digest. It is the student publication of Western Mindanao State University. There I learned more about how to navigate the camera and more on about the composition technique. Sa organization na yun, sa University Digest, I met notable figures na would encourage me to excel sa field. Isa dito si Sefi Corrada. Isa sa mga pinaka-idolo ko when it comes to portrait photography. Akala ko kasi dati, I was an engineering student kasi. Tapos, hindi ko talaga tinignan as a career yung photography. Sideline lang siya, hobby. Pero, nung nalaman ko yung kwento ni Sefi Corrada, naisip ko rin na what if baka pwede ko rin gawing career itong photography. I met a lot of friends na sa same field na would also help me grow. The likes of Choco Flakes, Lawrence Agustin, Bea Luistro, Kim Tayona, Maki Usani, one of my colleagues sa WIMSU, si Gabriel Beans Palalos, which is also one of my idols. I also met one of my inspiration sa photojournalism or documentary photography rin, si Martin Santiago. And also na-acquaint through online presence si Jason Q. During my student photojournalist days, nung sa WIMSU ako, I had the opportunity to shoot the magazine cover twice. I was able to interview notable figures din. Like si former Senator Bam Aquino. I was able to work with NGOs while I was still a student. I also joined ulit the photo contest during Hermosa Festival. I think that was 2018 or 2017. Na nag-second runner-up pa ako, luckily. Kasi during those days kasi, yung photo style ko is a bit darker, very moody. Hindi siya festive in a way. Hindi siya makulay, very sad. Siguro it's a part of me. Tapos ngayon, siguro kasi nag-grow na ako as a photographer. Na-develop ko more yung skill ko. Hindi na always dark, hindi na always moody. So, thank God, this time I won the Hermosa Photo Contest 2024. Very suntok sa buwan, hindi ko in-expect. Kasi I also had a creative slump nung pandemic. Pero sabi ko, sige, subukan ko ulit. Yung path ko as an aspiring filmmaker started when I met Lawrence Agustin, Bea Luistro, Dan Angelo Solon, Nina Notel, Chelsea Gregorio, and Muhammad Sarajan. Started during the pandemic. Naglaro kami ng Among Us. We always have this game night every week. Tapos, nagbungad yung idea na what if mag-shoot kami ulit ng film. I got acquainted with some of them before the pandemic, the year before the pandemic. Nag-shoot kami ng Rescatarme, a film by Ayan Rizabad. Yun yung first film ko rin as a production assistant. So yun na, during the pandemic pala. During the pandemic, we shot 2 films, namely Pulong Bato by Ayan Rizabad and Floria, directed by Bea Luistro. Dito na-experience ko maging gaffer and also a production designer. Ngayon, napapractice ko pa rin yung pagiging filmmaker ko as a videographer, pero for commercial works. I was able to shoot documentary videos for NGOs, the likes of UNICEF, USAID, also with Yellow Boat of Hope Foundation, Oxfam Pilipinas, EU, and also yun na, yung I was able to document the travel of the EU ambassador to the Philippines. Sa artistic process, sa portraits, I don't use a lot of lights when shooting. Kung pwede nga ambient light lang, ambient light. But if it's indoor, I tend to shoot with around 2 to 3 lights lang. And I try to make it as organic as possible. Kasi mas prefer ko yung natural vibes over sa overly commercial kind of look. Kung pwede ngang outdoor, I always shoot outdoor. Yung artistic process ko for documentary, I always try to be with the people, try to mingle with them. Especially the subject, they need to be comfortable. Kasi if you're awkward as a photographer, they'll also be awkward as a subject. Dapat comfortable sila with you, comfortable sila in front of the camera. We need to look around our surrounding. Kailangan natin i-check yung surrounding natin. Kailangan natin mag-360. Kasi merong mga areas or may mga part doon na great shot, pero nami-miss lang natin kasi masyadong narrow yung tingin natin. Nakafocus lang tayo sa subject. Hindi natin alam na may better angle pala or may magko-complement na shot sa kabuuang story mo. Same din sa filmmaking. Kasi yung part ng pagiging videographer ko is mainly for documentary. Always be ready. Huwag kang matakot na i-press ang record. Huwag kang maging over-calculating. Kasi pag masyado kang tense kung mag-shoot ka, matitense, yun na nga, ma-awkward, matitense ang subject mo. So, you need to chill more para maging chill lang din yung subject natin. Usually, ang subject sa film namin, depende. Kasi if we're talking about passion films, we want it to be as regional as possible. We want it na nagko-focus about sa city natin or the people in it. Kapag mga shoots for clients, usually pag sa NGOs, mga beneficiaries. We also get clients na nagpapa-product shoot or commercial shoots like Tasa Coffee Company, Dennis Coffee Garden, Coffee Hour. Ang mga influence ko sa work ko, mostly mga local artists. If it's local, like sabihin natin, Zamboanga City local, I'm inspired sa work ni na Lawrence Agustin, as I mentioned earlier. Muhammad Sarajan, Gabriel Bins Palalos, sa video naman sina Kim Tayona, si Maki Usani, Al Amin, sa mga pinakamagaling na nakita ko na work. We also have Sharon Tayo, a homegrown Zamboangueño director. Sa documentary photography naman, I also like the works of Martin San Diego, Dilson Chu, Noel Celis, and Ezra Akayan. Right now, we're working hard para mag-boom yung media industry dito sa Zamboanga City. Kasi we noticed na yung media consumption sa Zamboanga is less about the locals and more about kung ano nangyayari sa Metro Manila or sa abroad. So we're trying to produce more contents na about our city, about our region. We're also working on developing the visual literacy ng mga tao dito. And also, right now we're trying to train new generations of photographers na pwedeng pumalit sa amin. Siguro it's a good start kasi kasi nung time namin wala masyadong nagturo. So we want to pay it forward. So they can also pay it forward. Kapag may nag-aaya sa mga workshops, sinusubukan kong hindi mag-decline kasi it's also an investment to grow the culture, to develop it. Kasi if i-gatekeep namin yung knowledge, kami na naghihirap, mas lalo lang kayo maghihirap. So, yun. Kung may lalapit sa atin na gustong magpaturo, wag nating i-deny yung opportunity na yun sa kanila. Hindi naman tayo mawawalan ng trabaho, hindi tayo na mawawalan ng opportunities kapag gumaling sila. Kasi in the end, kung magaling nga talaga tayo, pupunin din talaga tayo regardless na parami yung competition natin. And the idea na dumarami tayo, mas nag-spread yung knowledge about visual literacy. Mas magagets na mga tao yung idea na why they need to invest sa mga artists tulad natin. If isa kang artist na nagsisimula pa lang, huwag kang matakot na sumubok. It didn't take us a single day para maging super galing na artist. It didn't took us a single shot para makapture yung winning shot sa mga competition. Huwag kang matakot, yun lang. Sumubok ka. Okay lang na nervyusin, pero wag mong ipairal ito na maging takot.